Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful light warriors, old souls, and evolving beings. Universe is stepping up, all of us, stepping it up a notch. We can all pretty much feel vibrations coming in, and if you haven't felt them yet, take the time to settle. Step out of what you're doing, go to a private and quiet place, contemplate and ask Source to show you how wonderful it feels when bliss energies are coming in. It's often best to do this when you are laying down so that you are in a safe place and you are able to actually feel parts of your body vibrate. It is the most incredible feeling of bliss. And sometimes there are strong pains and movements and other things that come along with it. But don't be afraid. Know that every one of those things are your guides, your star families, the higher energetic powers that are helping realign you so that you can step up into all of your innate healing abilities. Because the truth is, we all have access to clairs, as I call them. And these clairs come in 6 different ways, at least. There are probably more. But the ones that we're most familiar with is clairaudience. This is not delusional. Go back and watch one of the videos that I did on that. It's okay to occasionally hear voices if you know that you are in the right mind space and that that voice is actually your intuition talking to you and or source talking to you and or your guides, where you will actually hear vocalizations, words, and they are strong. They will make you stop in your tracks and think about what it is that you need to do. One of my videos, maybe my first one, was about how I was going through all the ascension symptoms. And I was in a grocery store, and all of a sudden I heard loud and clear, "It's time to go." I'm like, what? It's a funny story, and it's just another thing we're all going through. So some people's strongest clair is clairaudience, that hearing. Other people, it's clear sentience, which is the feeling. You know what they call mom's intuition? Well, you just get a gut feeling, or you get a feeling that something is going to happen, or something is changing, or because you are so sensitive, you actually pick up on thoughts of other people, negative or positive, no matter where they are in the world, that are about you. And all of a sudden, either the phone rings or something happens to you, or they try to initiate something against you, but you already know ahead what is coming. That is clairsentience. It can be for good things as well. Somebody send you love and you're picking up on that energy. There's clairvoyance, which is literally you see things in your mind's eye. It can actually happen even visually in front of you once you're super in tune. For example, if you're visiting a historic site or some place, you can literally see the energy in front of you and a scenario play out. I had that happen very strongly one time when I was on Long Island, and it turned out that I picked up a piece of wood and I saw the entire scenario of what had transpired in reference to the family's home I was staying in. And it was all so strong. The energy was so clear as I was being told the story of what transpired in this family. So much so that at the end of telling the people who were living in that house the story of what had happened, I stood in front of their grandfather clock, and their grandfather clock hadn't worked for 25 years. And I said, "Oh, it's going to ring. It's going to ring now, and it's going to ring 11 times." And to all of our shock, it rang for the first time in 25 years, 11 times. And that was the sign that I had gotten the information correct, which was incredible. And if you want to hear another fun story about telekinesis, because I count the clock more as telekinesis, then go and listen to that video. There's also claircognizance. It's literally where you just know. And this is one of the clairs that actually we all innately have. So we need to work with that. We need to stop doing and start going within, expanding all of our abilities and letting the old world fall apart. If we are paying attention to the old world in the matrix, then we are not paying attention to our inner talents and our inner needs. Now, it's okay in this crazy world to pop in, check the news, see what's going on, but then let it go. Because the only thing that's going to move you forward is getting to know yourself deeply within, connecting with source, your star families, whoever they may be, and getting a knowing that's so strong that it really does not matter what anybody tries to tell you around. You literally can use your discernment and your knowing and go in the direction that you need to go and leave everything else behind. Now, there is two more that clairs that most people don't know about. One is clairgustance, which is literally taste. I don't know. I did mention in one video that all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. A medium can actually communicate with the dead. And not all psychics can do that. They become very adept at just passing messages through. And often mediums experience flavors that tell them what has gone on in a scenario. So they may never drink alcohol, and all of a sudden they're tasting scotch. Or unfortunately, in accidents, a lot of times they physically will pick up on not being able to breathe, or pressure on their body points, or the taste of blood is a huge one if you're working in that realm. So pay attention, because you may have this sensitivity to taste, and that may tell a story. And there is clairalience, which is smell. So, you know how oftentimes spring comes and there's a certain smell, or maybe it brings you back to a fond memory of a place you had been, or even a not great memory of some smell that reminds you of a situation that was not good. When you pay attention to these coming up out of the blue, quote, those are signs. Those are signs showing you that you have that ability and that you should work on it and develop it. Because the more you are able to be in contact with your clairs, the more you can actually grow as an individual and make decisions that are based on your highest and best, not only for yourself, but if you decide that you want to go into a healing modality for others, this is something that you want to explore. Remember, everyone has at least one, and we are all moving to the point because of frequencies. If we are ascending, if we are growing, if we are working on these things, of having all of them, which is why there will be no need down the road for healers or psychics or mediums or anyone else, because you will literally look at somebody and telepathically be able to communicate with them. Telekinetically, heal your own body. Telekinetically, heal another person. That's where we're going. These March energies are so exciting and so strong that you deserve to be part of them. Go within, pull up those abilities, stop pushing them off and saying, no, that really didn't happen. It happened. And they're going to, if you set your life up so that you ask universe to please start to show you what these abilities are, they're going to come in. They're going to flood you. And that's what you want. Don't be afraid of them. Universe will only give you as much as you can handle. And if it's too much or you're feeling off, you just tell universe, well, I'm a little bit nervous about this. This isn't quite feeling right to me. Is this negative? Is this positive? And universe will either plop a book in your hand, or will, send you to a website or a place where you can get those answers. Be open. Universe needs all of us to step up. This is a magnificent and wonderful time. Let everything go as to what you're seeing on the outside world. It is an illusion. It is not real. The real truth is your inner knowingness, your connection with source, so that source can open up a path for you that is the best for you and the best for our collective. So I hope this has helped. If you like the messages, don't forget to hit like or subscribe. And as much as I want to try social media, and I do try to pop on, I have to admit, I am so electrically affected magnetically, and just spending time on the computer and the phones really, really affect my energetic source. So, if you can share with others, you would be doing me a huge favor. Of course, only if you feel the information is appropriate or helpful. And any bit that you can share on social media would be of deep gratitude to me. Thank you so much. Have an incredible day. Pull in those clairs. Go listen to the one on telekinesis. Amazing things are happening with the sun and water, our vibrations. Claim it. They're yours. Love you.